see this. All right. So first of all, the reason I wanted to have the meeting tonight is because a lot of people have been asking me about this trip and about going to Marco Island. And it is really pretty easy to get. And I'm going to go over this with you. Also, I wanted you guys to understand about the new things that are coming, the Whiff boxes, the Scentsy Club, understand about transition month, and also understand about the fall. So we're going to cover some things that I feel like are really important. And you guys, this is just very laid back. If you have questions, if you're stuck somewhere, I want us to talk about it, okay? So I'm going to open up the chat too so I can see everybody if you're chatting so we can have questions. Okay, so everybody's ready to go. All right. So first of all, we're in August, which is transition month. And if you don't know what transition month is, you can put it on your chat. But transition month is whenever most of the things in the catalog are going to be 10% off. Most of them. The things that are not are going to be like the Calls products, the Major League Baseball products, the Perfect Scentsy products, and any of the bundles that are really like over $50. The Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, they're not 10% off either. But there's a list in your workstation. The workstation needs to be like your best friend. And there's a news tab, and it will tell you every single thing that I'm telling you tonight. The first thing that you need to know whenever you're a consultant is when you log on to your workstation. I do it daily. I try and do it daily. I do it more in the fall daily once the kids are in school. Sometimes you guys find out things before I do whenever it's in the summer. But I usually try and go to the news because they're going to tell me every single thing that's going on. If there's a back order, if there's something new coming out, just like the dragon coming out, it's going to be there. So that's where I go first. For transition month, one thing I have done is I have gone in there and I have ordered the transition testers that are 40% off. Have you guys seen those yet? Because you can still get them. I know that the other transition testers were back ordered. I saw that. And I think that I think it's this week that they're coming back. But the transition testers is what I do all of my basket parties for in the fall. When I do my home parties and my events, I'll have one set of like full testers, but I use my mini testers and the transition testers most of the time. I went in, since they were only $9, I went in and bought like 10 sets. Because I know that people are going to want to smell the fall scents. Every time I ask someone if they need a new bulb, if they need any more wax, they're going to get the question, have you smelled the new scents? And if they haven't, then I'm going to have something ready to give them. So something that you need to know for the fall is that you need to be prepared at all times. At all times. That means always have catalogs on you. If you don't have catalogs, use showcase brochures. Showcase brochures are $5 for 25. They are great to have. They do not have the bundle and save in them, but they have almost everything else. I use them all the time, and I copy the page from our catalog that has the bundle and save, and I stick it in there because it's simple and it's easy. Also, the product list sheet, they're wonderful too. You can fold them up into fun shapes. You can put your samples in there, your business card, coupons. This time of year, I love to do coupons. I like to give them out to my customers for referrals. And you can do whatever you want to do. You can say 10% off of, your first order, $5 off your first order, whatever you want to do. But it needs to be something that is not public. It can't be put on Facebook. This is something you do private, or you do it one-on-one whenever you give it to people. So if you're giving it out at an event and it's tucked into a little package that you're giving out for people to take with them, that is fine. But you can't publicly put it on a sign at your event, just to let you know. And it needs to know that it's through you and it's not through anyone else. So something that I always do is they contact me for a special for your first order or something like that. Okay, does that make sense? Because Scentsy wants to have like an even, fair playing ground. There's going to be a lot of people coming into Scentsy this fall, a lot of new people. And it needs to be fair for them to be able to come in and work the business just as well as we have, who have been here for a really long time. So I just want to let you know that. If you do any kind of last glance, first chance kind of open houses, and you do have stock on you, There is nothing wrong with you having cash and carry for you to be able to let it go from your house. You just can't put it publicly on Facebook. I can't stress enough how we cannot do that. Okay? If there's any questions, you guys can like type in the chats or let me know if you want to add to it. But the fall is probably going to be the best thing that you've ever experienced if you're new. And if you have been around for a while, you're ready for the roller coaster ride, because people order for Christmas, they order for the discount, they order, did her phone die? Oh, okay. They order for all kinds of reasons. Something that you can do whenever you have parties in the fall, or even if you have orders. I have people all the time who order from me, and they will buy like $80, $90, $100 worth of stuff. I always give them the option of joining and buying it and getting it at a discount. Because if they're already spending $80 or $90 with me, I'll let them know you're only like this much away from a kit. And if you get the kit, this is how much you'll get in the kit, and you also get paid on your purchases. If they're not interested in that, then you could tell them for this much more, you could have a party and get free stuff. But I always lead with the opportunity first. I don't go for the parties and the orders. I go for the opportunity, because I know how it can change people's lives, and I know that they would probably benefit better, especially in the fall, if they have friends and family that would buy from them. Okay, so with transition month, the things that you're going to need, if you do not have them yet, you're going to have to buy transition testers. If you already have the big testers, you can add these, or you can go ahead and you can buy the new size testers, the full size testers. Those of us who went to Reunion, we got them at Reunion, but I would go ahead and at least get one set of those, because they are going to replace all the older testers and all the mini testers. So this is your last chance really to get those mini testers. They said that they're discounting them 40%, and then once they're gone, they're gone. And then we're just going to have this regular tester. And it's in between the larger tester and the smaller tester. If anyone has them, you guys can show them on the screen. Somebody has mine out, like Sharon or somebody who went to the reunion. You guys can show those to us in a few minutes. Okay, so the other thing about transition is that I like to have transition parties. And a transition party is whenever I give everybody the opportunity to buy the sale stuff and the discounted stuff, as well as the new stuff. Now, let me explain this to you. You cannot combine the two things in one order. A lot of you guys, I know I'm like repeating myself from years, but you cannot do that. If you have a party where it's all the discontinued things and it's all of the 10% off things, it won't close after September 1st at those prices, and those scents will not be available after September 1st. It's gone after September 1st. So what you would want to do is you want to make sure you close that by September 1st, and it needs to be $200 in order for it to be a qualifying party. So how do I do these transition parties? I will put a link on my page. I will open it up and I will run it all the way through September, 14 days from the date that I opened it. That way I can put those orders in through my website. I know there may be shipping that may be involved, but if I only have like $90 worth or $100 worth of orders and I don't have the $200, I still want my hostess to be able to get the free stuff and the half off stuff. So what I'll do is I'll order it on the website through her party. That way, when September 1st orders come up, I can also add it to that party and she will still get her host amount. Does that make sense to you? Because other than that, I could not put those orders in. So that's kind of a transition party. I do that a lot. If I have $200 in orders, then I will close that party at the end of August and then open a new party for her September 1st. So I want everyone to understand that, because so many people will message me on September 1st and go, oh my gosh, I can't find lilacs and violets, and I had to order for that. And I'm like, it's gone. You can't get it anymore. So just make sure that if you have anything from the August catalog, from this current catalog that needs to close end of the month, is closed, because it will not be there. So that's a transition party. And it's really fun because people will buy those 6-packs for $27 right now. They will buy the diffusers for 10% off. The thing is, you have to get it out there. You have to be passionate about it. These last couple of days, I would go live. I would go live showing the scents and that you can get a 6-pack for $27. I would go live with the diffusers at their 10% off. And I would just keep on going so that people will see what Scentsy has and how they can get it on sale. Then towards the end of the month, I start really boosting the September 1st, because right now we have the jack-o'-lantern that's coming out, the rustic jack. And I've already got like 5 or 6 orders for him. So you can do pre-orders. And when you do pre-orders, you're not going to be able to put it in. You're just going to have it to where September 1st hits that you're going to be able to put it in right away. And I always, this is just something I do. As soon as the workstation turns over in the morning, around 3 or 4 in the morning, I usually put my stuff in. But then it'll go down again to do the workstation updates, and then it'll come back up again. So that's up to you guys. I don't know if the jack's going to sell out. I haven't heard. But I just want to let you know, if you have a lot of orders, it might be something that you might want to do. And if you have, $200 worth of orders for him. But I know a lot of people like him. I have heard some complaints about how bright he is. He's very, very bright, being that he's 10, and then you have that bright light inside of him. I've had a lot of people say it's just way too bright for me. So do let your customers know that he is a pretty bright jack-o'-lantern, because other than that, you may have to be worrying about, trading them out or sending them back, which we don't send them back, but you know what I mean. Okay. So that's transition month. The things that you need. If you are tight on money, get the showcase brochures. $5 for 25 of those is normal price for those. Or if you don't want to get the catalogs. But make sure you are prepared, because I promise you, people are already asking for cinnamon and ice pine and pear. All these people and pumpkin, they're already asking. Even though it's hot outside, they're asking for this. So if you have your name on the back of your car, then be ready and have your mobile office ready. If you have it on your shirt and you're walking into a store, make sure you have it in your purse, you have opportunity packets, and you have samples. That's the most important thing I can tell you. You will get teammates this fall, you will get orders, you will get customers, and you will get parties if you are prepared. If you're not prepared, they're going to move to the next person because they want it right away. Okay? Okay. Are there any more questions about transition at all? I just want to make sure that we are, let me see if there's any questions about anything. I have 2 transition parties going on. Okay, that's awesome. I tried the transition spring summer. I did think about doing it that way though. Okay, so that is going to be the way that you do it. You just have to make sure it's closed. All the sales stuff has to be closed. All right. If you want to go ahead and start getting orders from Minnie and Mickey, they are a limited time, just to let you know. So if you have orders for those, you're going to want to jump on there and get them the first part of September, because there's a limited time offer. There's a limited edition and then there's limited time. So just to let you know, since he's looking at both of those, anytime they have an LTO though, you need to know that it will sell out and it will not be available again. So just make sure that you tell people. I believe they're trying to have as many as they possibly can, but they may say it's a limited edition, that there may be a back order, but if it's a limited offer, that means it won't come back. So the unicorns, limited time offer, because they won't be back, just to let you know. Okay. And then if they have any kind of flash sales or any kind of things that come up, like the tinsel last year, those kind of things will go fast. So if you're new and you are experiencing Scentsy for the first time, anytime that Scentsy has a flash sale or any kind of, we call them LTOs, just be ready, because they will sell out within hours. Everybody on here will tell you. And I tell everybody, be prepared for it. So I do not promise that, I do not promise anyone anything. I'll let them know ahead of time. If there is a flash sale, I will go live on my page and let my customers know, guys, I cannot put your orders in for you. You will have to do it through my website, because I have to wait just like you do. And when it's gone, it's gone. And I let them know, because in the very beginning, if I made promises and started collecting orders and then they got sold out, I lost a lot of customers that way. So I wanted to let you know. Yes, I just read that today. As a matter of fact, while we're on here, let me just read that one more time for you. Hold on. I'm coming right back. I just want to read this. I read it today and I was like, oh, wow. They need to know that. Superstar. 1 second. Limited time. Limited. Okay, here we go. All right, it says, okay, I'm gonna read this to you so you guys will know. Limited time offer means no guarantee how long it will be available. It can turn off at any time. Limited edition means we make one purchase at the factory, and when they are all gone, no more will ever be made. Okay, so that's the difference actually. It says currently non-Disney Scentsy buddies, except Lenny, are limited edition and limited time. So all of the non-Disney ones are that. Disney buddies, except Mickey and Minnie, are limited time, but not limited edition, which means they may turn off, but we may make more in the future and release it. Okay? Does that make sense to you? I just read it straight from a letter that I got today. That way you guys got it straight from corporate. Okay? And it said, if you want me to tell you one more time, it says Disney buddies, except Mickey and Minnie, are a limited time. Oh, I see. Except Mickey. Okay, so yes, you're right. Except Mickey and Minnie. I read it wrong. Are limited time, not limited edition. So we're talking about Winnie the Pooh and stuff. So basically, Minnie and Minnie are not limited time, but all the other Disney buddies are. All right. Well, I'm glad I read that. I can't copy and paste it because it's from corporate to us. So I just wanted to read it to you. And thank you so much for catching that, because I kept reading it thinking that they were going to be gone. So they are going to actually stay. So praise the Lord. All right. See, that's why we have team, because you guys catch things that I don't. That's fantastic. Okay. So going back. So as far as that, I don't know. It just said Mickey and Minnie, so I don't know. But I'm sure they're going to let us know more things about it. Now, as far as the Scentsy Club, I don't know a lot about that yet, because they are actually going to train us and release things. But from what I understand, you can actually still get some of the bars that are going to discontinue this month in a Scentsy Club. And I know it's in the news tab about how it's a certain date. You guys might can find it. It's so hard for me to find anything while I have Zoom up and I had everything written down. Just give me 1 second. But the Scentsy Club is going to be a way that they believe that you will be able to create loyalty with your customers, but they will have to be signed up for it. And sorry. And it will be a way kind of like follow up. Your Maven can remind you for it, but they will get it every single month or what they sign up for. So I'm looking right now in my notes. Stop, Bentley. Stop. Okay, let's see. It's right here. Stop. Okay, Scentsy Club is right here. Okay, so it says Scentsy Club training and tools are available now in the training center. And you are going to be able to offer the Scentsy Club to your customers starting September 1st. They have a training and tools in there. I can put that on our page just to let you know. And I think I already did one time, actually. And it's in the catalog as well, what you want to see. But you can create and manage the Scentsy Club subscription. And you can go into your business references tabs to be able to see all the tips and the consultant benefits. I know they've already put things in Vistaprint, and you guys saw some of the Whiffbox things from that new vendor. But I just wanted to let you know that you can actually look at the spring and summer 2018 bars, and you'll be able to add them between September 1st and the 22nd. You can add any discontinued Scentsy bar from the following selections. That is the 2018 spring and summer bars and the spring and summer Bring Back My bars. So just to let you know, if you fell in love with any of those, like Skinny Dippin', Camu Camu, that are going away, you can get them, and that will be a benefit for your customers. So instead of just messaging them and letting them know, hey, these bars are going away, you can let them know, oh my gosh, you loved bamboo yuzu. You can get that through a Scentsy Club if you want to continue it. And a lot of people might be like, well, I don't want to always get that. Then you can actually open up their, experiences to new scents that we're going to have. Okay. So again, always go to your news tab because it will tell you first and foremost every single thing you need to know. Now, the whiff boxes, a lot of the consultants are actually going to stay with the whiff boxes they are doing, but Scentsy is going to offer this whiff box experience to help us boost our sales. They are going to do this every month where they're going to curate a new assortment of fragrances and product lines. And it's going to be designed to entice your customers to produce and purchase new trending and seasonal items. So this is kind of exciting. So you guys who were here last year with the fall, do you remember the little cups of things that we got like in our fairy tale books or like in the advent calendar? They're going to have new things like that. So I think it's exciting because everyone's going to be able to try new products before anyone else with these whiff boxes. Some people said they're going to actually get some of these whiff boxes and have them at events for people to try. They will be great things and gifts for people to be able to buy, to gift to other people, like at Christmas, to give them an introduction to Scentsy. And if you actually get people who get these whiff boxes that are introducing it to new people, if you got their information, that'd be excellent follow-up for you and new customers. So I'm really excited about it. It said that each whiff box is going to include 5 to 8 samples, a full-size consumable product that you will always expect Scentsy wax in a single-use cup, like I just talked about, and or a bar or two. The remaining contents will vary depending on the products available in your country. So they'll have laundry, clean, body, or on-the-go products. Contents will arrive in a unique Scentsy branded. So you can actually go in and go into Scentsy Whiff Box FAQ on the news tab and be able to look at everything. But I would tell you guys that if you want to be one of these customers for yourself, go ahead and do it. I am going to subscribe to the Whiff Box myself just to see what my customers are experiencing that get it. And I will be able to do excellent follow-up with that. So the sales and tips and marketing tools for the Whiff Box are going to be available on September 1st. So you'll be able to find that in your business tab as well. Okay. All right. Let's see if there's any questions. All right. So that kind of covers transition, and it covers our Whiff Boxes and our Scentsy Club that's coming out. You guys have seen many of the new warmers and scents that are coming out. I am truly in love with Christmas Cactus and Farmhouse Fir. That's like, they are amazing. Even Grandma's Orchard is really good. So I think they're going to be super good sellers. Another thing is I would go live very close to the end of the month. And if you don't want to go live, take pictures of some of your favorite warmers that are coming out. I know that my kit is coming tomorrow with all the new season kit stuff. And I plan on going live to show everyone the new season things because it's close enough to the end of the month for them to start seeing some of those farmhouse looks that are going to be coming out. So anyway, are there any more questions about the transition? Because we're going to move into the incentive trip. Okay. So a lot of you guys have been asking about the incentive trip and how to earn it. So this sheet right here that she has up is something that you can print off, and you will be able to add your new team members. You will be able to write down, who's active, when did they join, when did they certify, and keep up with this. One thing that is great about this is the fact that this can also help you with Annual Mentor. Annual Mentor is something that if you get 14 people underneath you to certified within, I believe it's from May 1st until April 30th of each year, you get I think it was Annual Mentor. Is it $50 a person who ends up getting that? Plus, if you get them to Shooting Star, you get $25 worth of credit for being a Shooting Star sponsor. And I didn't even realize that. It's been years since I've been in Scentsy that I was like, why do I keep getting product credit? why do I keep getting that? I didn't realize that every time someone got shooting star underneath me that I was getting credit. So that's really nice. So that's another incentive for you to be able to get, yeah, exactly. So 25 for certified and 75, I think you said, or 50 for lead. But if you look at your product credit, it will start increasing. So that's something you want to do. When someone joins, you want to set them up for success. And we're going to talk about that next when I talk about Earn a Kit. So let's go into the incentive trip. Okay, so you can see on the right-hand side where it talks about where you can add all of your new members. And I would shoot for, and this is going to sound crazy. You're going, oh, Shannon, you know, that's such a huge goal, but why not? You know, we got to dream big. You have to have these big goals. But I'm trying to get 20 new people underneath me. So I plan on filling this out, having their join date, having the date that I'm certified, or they're certified. Because I let people know whenever they join underneath me, give me 70 days of your, you know, of your life, basically, once you join under me, and I can help you because I have the guidelines to be able to help you get there. We're going to set them up for success, and we're going to help them get to shooting star. So that means that you want to be able to get them the testers. You want to be able to get those pre-orders. You want them to be ready to put in orders the minute that they join. Or you want them to have that launch party sometime within that 15 days so that they can close the 15 days. But we'll go back to that in a minute. Okay, so you can back it up. So you can see that it has your new team members. It has join date, certified, the dates that this incentive starts August 1st, and then it ends the end of January. And then if they hit sensational start levels. This is really important to have because each one of these things are going to give you points, okay? Down at the bottom, you can see a suitcase drawing with mountains on top of it, believed to achieve, that Christina Stainbrook actually drew. And if you like to color in things, you like to do that, you can actually go in and color it. Now, I know it looks kind of fuzzy here, but whenever you print it off, and I'm going to put the PDF again on our page, you should be able to see it more clear. Actually, I believe on our page, I've actually put these things on there in individual. So if you just want the suitcase, I know Kristen has it, you can just print off the suitcase. If you just want an annual mentor tracker, you can just print that off. And if you like to color, because I like to color things in as well. So that is an option that you have at the bottom. Okay, so let's look over here to the left, and you will see PAT points. And I bet you wonder what PAT points are. PAT points is paid at title. So if you are a certified consultant, you know that you got your first promotion, you got a 5% raise, and you're going to be paid 25% the rest of the time that you're a Sensei, okay? And if you are paid at certified, or is it lead certified? Okay, so I'll show you that. But when you go to lead, let's just say that you have one person underneath you. Together, you guys hit your team goal and your wholesale goal. You have put in your 500, you will get paid at title. Just because you're a lead and you don't hit those numbers, you do not get paid at title. You can have the, you know, the title of superstar consultant, and if you don't hit your goal every single month, then you don't get paid at title. And I think they're starting this at lead and not certified. Certified, they're already giving you points to get to certified, but I believe they're getting your paid at title points at lead. Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's back up and go over to the left. And let's see. Okay, so your PRV points, they are going to be dollar for dollar. So if you put in $2,000 in August, you're going to have 2,000 points towards your trip, okay? So you can see PRV consistency, you're going to get points if you are consistent, and we're going to go into that, and then if you promote. So you can see that all this stuff at the top is a tracker for you to be able to keep. Just this week, I put trackers on our page of each title and how you could actually get things. All right, so let's go to the qualifications page, Christy, see if that's on there. There you go. So let's go over this so you guys would understand this. And if you have questions, please, you know, put them in the chat, because I want to make sure that you guys understand this very well, because sometimes these can be super confusing. Okay. All right. Here we go. Who is eligible? All consultants worldwide are eligible for this. Marco Island is down in Florida, and it's going to be in June. Region 2 is Switzerland. Region 3 is Queenstown, New Zealand. The top 100 will be able to choose which region trip they want. The qualification period, like I told you, is August 1st until the very end of January. Okay. How many points do you need to qualify? Registration for Cincy Family Reunion. If you were to get that for next year, you have to have 15,000 points. All right. You will have to have points from other activities outside of your personal sales, meaning you'll either have to promote, you'll either have to have consistency points, you'll have to have recruit points, active points underneath you, and we'll go into that. So you can see what you can earn. All expenses paid extended trip for the consultant is 22,000. So if you get 22,000 points, you're going to Marco Island. All right. You need 4,400 points outside of just your sales. Just remember that, 4,400 points. All expense paid extended trip for a consultant and one guest is going to be 35,000 points. So you can take your spouse, your mom, your sister, your brother, whoever you want to take with you, and you have 7,000 points outside of your own sales. Some people will say, oh, well, I'm just going to sell, $20,000 or $25,000 worth of Cincy and I'll be able to go. You won't be able to go unless you have other points outside of just those sales, okay? Top 100, like I said, all expense paid trip for the consultant. Top 100 earners have to have at least 35,000 points, and they will be able to choose their trip. All right, so it says consultant non-PRV points will be doubled when determining the top 100. That's at the very, very end in January, okay? How do you earn a trip? Earning points toward your trip through sales, sponsoring, and personal promotions. Sensational Start, and you're helping your frontline consultants earn Sensational Start, will be paid at title or more. So this is really wanting you to sponsor. It's really wanting you to be able to set every single person that you have come underneath you up for success, be able to get them to certified, be able to get the Sensational Start. When you get someone to Sensational Start, the percentage of them staying in Cincy and being super successful is going to be huge. Whenever I joined, I knew nothing about Sensational Start. Oh, shut the door. Hey, hold on, guys. I'm going to pause it for 1 second. Okay, I had to make sure that the dog wouldn't bark. Sorry. Okay, so it's really setting up the people underneath you to be able to be successful, and you're being rewarded through this by earning points for each person that you help. Okay. All right, next page. Let's see if we can get to it. Okay. So like I said, monthly sales. For every point you earn in PRV, you are going to get dollar for dollar. And if you build your team, they have to be directly underneath you. So when I use the word frontline, that means somebody directly under you. When I use the word downline, that means anybody underneath you, underneath the person who's under you, underneath the person who's under them. Your downline is if you go straight down, but your frontline's who you personally sponsor. So that's very, very important for you guys to remember, okay? Sponsoring points that are going to be non-PRV points, meaning non-sales point, is going to be any frontline consultant who promotes a certified consultant for the first time during the qualification period. All right, so anyone that has ever goes to certified that joins August 1st through January 31st, you will be able to get 500 points per qualifying consultant, okay? For all frontline consultants who first join during the qualification period, the sponsor will receive points for every month that the new consultant is active. So you get 100 points every single month that person is active. Do you see why that is important? You want to make sure they're still putting in their 200. So they may hit certified right away. And I'm going to tell you the reason that this is so important. They have done a study And it has told us that if a person makes it to the 4th month in Cincy after they hit certified, then they are likely to stay, because that means that they are continuing their business. That means they are following up on the people from the last 3 months or however long it took them to get to that point. They're following up with them, and they are now putting in return orders, repeat customers. And they said if people don't make it after that 4th month, then the chances are they're going to terminate within the next 3 months. And I have looked at the statistics. I have looked at our team, and that is absolutely true, because there are so many people that will hit certified right away and just start right out of the gate really, really strong. And then they'll lose that momentum, and they'll lose their mojo, and they'll lose that motivation. So that is very important for you as a sponsor to keep up with them. Let them know the things that are going on. Remind them that, they can check the news tab. Give them ideas. And it's a way for you to learn how to coach. That's going to be something that Cincy has introduced us to, called the 5 fundamentals, that is going to help you be able to be a major league great sponsor for the people that you are going to bring into your team. Okay. You will earn sponsoring points from reinstated, restored, and rolled up frontline consultants who reach certified consultant for the first time during qualification period. Reinstated, restored, and rolled up frontline are not eligible for the monthly active points. Okay, so if someone reinstates underneath you and they were a consultant and they only put in $300 or $400 whenever they first joined, and they fell off, and then they reinstate underneath you, and they get to certified, you will get the 500 points for that person. But you won't get the active points. So does that make sense to you? Oh, that's fine, Desiree. I just want you guys to understand that, because do you guys see how many reinstatements we've had lately with this new workstation Lite? All the person has to do is go into their workstation and act like they are going to sign in as a consultant. And it lets them know how many days they have left. It lets them know if they can come back, and then they get to choose who they want to come back under. And if they choose you, you need to get right on it, because if they have never hit certified before, you can get points off of this. Okay. All right. So you don't understand. All right. So let's say you're at an event and someone comes up to you and says, I used to sell Cincy, but I don't sell anymore. And you tell them, you can come back free, but you have to put in an order within 30 days of coming back, right? So they go into their workstation and they try and log in. And they can't log in yet because they're not a consultant. So what they will be put into is called Workstation Lite, and it will reinstate them automatically. If they want to go under you and it's been 6 months since they have terminated, they are going to be able to choose someone to go under, which they can put your name in. If they just terminated and they can come back after 3 months, then normally they would roll up to the person that they went underneath. But normally you can put the person's name in that you want to go under. So if you meet someone at an event and they said, I used to sell, but I don't sell anymore. And let's say Terry wants to come back. I don't know if she sold, but let's just say she did. She could go under you. If she never hit certified during the lifetime that she was with Cincy and she hits it for the first time, you will get points towards a trip. Does that make sense to you? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure, because a lot of people don't understand. Do you know if there's a minimum maximum purchase for Cincy Club? I do not know that, but Kristen, you can actually look that up for me if you don't mind while we're doing that, and you can let me know, because you can go on the news tab and see that, but I have not heard. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. I know that there's a workstation training too with the Cincy Club in the business references. So we can look there too. All right, personal promotions. The first time you promote to the following titles during the qualification period, you will earn points for your trip. Certified consultant, you'll earn 1,000 points. So not only do you get 500 points for getting that person to certified, but they're going to get 1,000 points as well for getting certified. So that's going to help them earn the trip as well. Whenever they become a lead consultant, they're going to get 1,500 points. When you become a star consultant, you'll get 2,000 points. A superstar consultant will be 3,000. A director will be 5,000. You can see Star Director, 8,000, Superstar Director, 10,000. Okay, we can keep moving on to the next one. Okay, so the promotion points are going to be for you. So as those people promote who just became certified, you don't get points on them anymore. You only get points on them whenever they certify. Okay? All right, paid at title consistency. This is very, very important. Paid at entry title consistency, these count as non-PRV points. So whenever I said you have to have 15,000 points and you need so many points left outside of PRV, that's what it is. All right, so for example, paid at title, if you get paid at or above the title that you entered with 5 out of 6 months, you will get 2,500 points. That's a pretty big deal. So if you continue to get paid at least 5 months out of 6 at Star Consultant or Superstar Consultant, or even if you promote, you will get 2,500 points. So that's really, really nice. And it says your title at the beginning of the incentive qualification period is your entry title. So you can look at the how are you paid title points calculated if you need to in the FAQ. But that is a major, major deal. They used to not have consistency points. So this is really nice. They started doing that in the last 2 trips. Okay, paid at title, like I said. If you are paid at lead consultant, you get 300. If you get star consultant, 400. And this is per month. So not only are you getting paid at title points every month, you're also going to get those consistency points if you will stay paid at that title. So you can see how these points can actually rack up here. Okay, then we don't have to worry about the Superstar Director points unless you guys get the Superstar Director in the next 6 months, would be amazing. And then PRV consistency. This means that if you put in $500 or more 5 out of 6 months, you're going to get another 2,500 points. Look at that, guys. You can get 2,500 points consistency by selling, and you can get 2,500 points by getting paid at title. That's 5,000 points right there. And then all you have to do is like divide up those 10,000 points with your sales and the people that you're going to bring in and help get certified, and you'll be able to get this trip. I know a bunch of us will be sitting in Florida together. So let's make sure. Are there any questions before I move on to the next sheet about this? Let's see. I didn't find it. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. So you can move to the next thing. Okay. So the next thing is going to be sensational start, like I was telling you just a second ago. The sensational start levels, points are available for consultants who earn sensational start and their sponsors. You see how important this is, because if you get someone to certified, it's not that much further to get to sensational start 1. And you guys know what the sensational start 1 and sensational start 2 and sensational start 3 requirements are, right? I'll put them on our page again if you do not. But if you get sensational start 1 or get someone underneath you that gets to that, you get 1,000 points on them. And they get points as well. So they're going to get 1,000 points. I'm sorry. They're going to get 1,000 points. You're going to get 500 points. If they get to level 2, they're going to get 2,000 points. You're going to get 1,000 points. Sensational start 3, 3,000 points. Level 3 for them, 2,000 points. Just think, if you got like 4 people that were new on your team in the next 6 months and you help them grow their business, both of you guys could be sitting in Florida together. So I'm super excited about this. So if your title changed back to certified for any reason, then I re-promote to lead consultant or above, will I receive promotion points? No. You understand this. Promotion points may only be achieved the first time a title is achieved. So if you happen to go back to certified and you're getting paid at certified, but then all of a sudden you promote back to lead, you only get it the one time. That's why it's so important for you to get paid at title. If you promote to a new title on August 10th, when promotion, well, that's already passed. Would you receive points for promotion? That says no, but we don't have to worry about that. That's already passed. How are monthly paid at title points calculated? So what you look at is you receive your monthly paid at title points. You rank at the end of the month, has to be equal or higher to your entry title. Like we just said, If you're lead now and you're getting paid at lead, you're going to get paid at title. If you're lead now and you promote to star, you're going to get paid at title. Next month, if you get paid at star, where you just promoted, you'll get the star points. But if you don't, you'll still get the lead points because you're still getting paid at title of what you entered into. Does that make sense to you? I remember this last year with some of the girls. They had promoted to superstar consultant, but they weren't hitting superstar consultant numbers. They were hitting star numbers, and they were afraid they weren't going to get paid at title, but they still got paid at title, but they only got the star paid at title numbers instead of the superstar consultant because they still were hitting what it was that they went into. Okay. Does that make sense to you? I want to make sure you guys understand that. Okay, good. All right. And that's going to be something probably a lot of you guys will see a lot of. All right. Then you can see down here that the title achieved. Lead consultant, 300 per month, star 400, superstar consultant, 500 per month. So for all consultants who earn monthly paid at title points, the amount awarded will be based on the rank, like I just said. Okay, go to the next page. Okay, so let's scroll down. All right, so basically up there, finish the chart, as you can see. So to be eligible for the points, that entry title must be lead or higher, just to let you know. And if you happen to go up to lead, then that's fantastic. But it just has to say that you have to be lead or higher going into this qualification points. You will receive 2,500 points if you meet the criteria. So go back to how consistency paid at title points are calculated, and you can read that part. And then if it says, you don't have to worry about the director part yet, but some of you will. To earn the consistency points, though, do the 5 out of 6 months have to be consecutive for PRV and paid at title? No, they do not have to be consecutive. It just has to be 5 out of the 6. How do I earn points for activities other than personal sales? That's where the points from the activities other than the sales are earned through the promotions, being paid at title, frontline who reach at least certified, or sensational start 1, 2, or 3. Okay? And they're your frontline. And then it tells you how our sensational start points are earned. Well, we just went over that a second ago, so I don't have to go over that again.
Yeah, Shannon, right? I didn't screenshot the rest of them because they weren't any of the charts. They were like frequently asked questions, and I think you covered all of those.
Okay, yeah. So it's pretty self-explanatory. If you look at, oh, my phone died. Hold on a second. Let me just see if it will let me do it. It might let me do it. Hold on. I just want to show you one thing that we had on our page. Can you guys see my page at all? Probably not. Oh, let's see. I put them on here just the other day. I just want to give you an example. Here they are. Essential to consultant. Let's do certified. Okay, I'm going to save this picture.
Stop my share so you can share yours. Your content.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I just want to show you one thing. So on our page, if you go to our Facebook page, I put a whole bunch of these, but you're going to see in a second right here. Let's see. Where did it go? What did you go into, Christy? I just took a picture of it to show it. Are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I had to unmute myself. On your Zoom app, in the middle, it says share content.
Uh-huh.
Click on that.
Uh-huh.
Click on photos.
Right.
And click on like your camera roll or something, and it should be down there.
Good luck with this. Okay. Nope. I guess I might be able to show you. If you go into it, it won't let me do it. Oh, wait. All photos. Got it. Okay. Done. Okay. Did it work?
Yeah, we see it. Yeah, we see it.
Okay. So this is an example of a sales track. I put one for every single level on our page just the other day. If you go into the photos, you will see this. But this gives you an example of a certified consultant earning this trip. So you could see that if they did 3,000 in sales, which is doable in the fall, it's really doable. I remember when I first started, I was selling like $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000 in October, November, like September, October, November when I first started. Because I was one of the people who would take the scents to someone's house, let them smell them, get their order, get the scents, go to the next person, get the scents, go to the next person, like sipping sniffs, because I was trying so hard to get that Disney trip. So just to let you know that this is doable. So here's an example where they got 3,000 each month. Then they got their consistency points, as you see here in January. You will not get your consistency points until you hit those 5 months. So if you hit the 5 months in December, you will get your consistency points then. But it's on here because this is how they calculated it. But I wanted to let you know when Scentsy puts them out there, is as soon as you hit them. So 2,500 in January. Then frontline certified. So that means that she got one person on here, 2 people certified, and she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people certified within a 6-month period. She got personal promotions herself, where she went to lead, then she went to star, and then she went to superstar consultant. And each time she got points for that. Monthly paid at title, because she had over $500 every single month. She got paid what level she was. You guys see that? So for lead, she got 300. When she promoted at star, she got 400. When she promoted to superstar, she got 500. And then she got 500 and 500 because she stayed at the superstar title, paid at title. And then down here at the bottom, frontline sensational start, she must have got someone to sensational start 2 because she got 1,000 points. And then she got someone to sensational start 1 because she got 500 points. So that is an example of what she wants to do. That's her tracker. This is what I want to do, and this is how I want to do it. And then down below, it has her actual tracker of what's happening. So this is her future of this is what I want to do. And then down below is actually what's going to happen. So for August, you could put at the end of August how much you actually sold in August, how many people you sponsored in August, and all the points that you got. Does that make sense? I love these trackers. Jennifer Anderson did these, and she's really good. And I just wanted to show you guys these. So there's one for every single title on our page, if you guys go to our page. Okay? So does that help with the trip to be able to understand it? Okay, does anybody have the new testers yet?
Yes, I have the mini testers. I ordered them the beginning of August.
Okay, does anybody have the newer, is that the new ones? Like the new size?
No, I just ordered the miniature one, the same ones that went with the testers that I currently have. That way they're all the same because I only ordered the transition ones.
Okay.
The 40% off transition set.
Okay, I don't have mine here. Sharon, Hunter, do you have the new size with you? Can you open it up the camera and show them what it looks like? Oh, there you go. Kristen has them. Okay, so at the very, very top, you can see that's the mini tester. Let me see if I can get her to switch to atmosphere. All right, say something, Kristen. See if I can get it to work.
Okay, so this is the mini, and this is a new tester. And then if you hang on just a second, I'll get a full size.
Okay, that way you guys can see the different sizes and what they're going to.
Okay, so there's a party tester compared to the new tester. And then here's a mini. So you can kind of see them. And then like these are just round. So they don't have like that squared off kind of edge. So, but they're pretty thick too.
Okay, so that's what the new testers look like. And then the mini testers are going to be on sale until they're gone. And as soon as they're gone, they're not making them anymore. So this will be our last chance getting mini testers, just to let you know. Okay. All right. So what else did I say we're going to talk about? So basically you guys just need, I know, right? I'll miss them too. You guys really need to have conversations. This fall is going to be all about conversations. It's going to be about the circle of people that you put yourself around and finding a way to make Scentsy part of your lifestyle. You know, like I was telling Lauren, you know, she's pregnant and she's going to have a whole new circle of new moms and a whole new circle of people that she's going to talk to on Facebook and a whole new circle of people that she'll see at parks and, you know, story times and all these things. And so really capitalize on what it is that you're looking at. I was telling my group that for Director Drive about my success I've had with, I started collecting Ray Dunn, thanks to Eva and Robin. And I I joined a bunch of groups, a bunch of Ray Dunn groups, because I've been looking for certain pieces. And so when I would find them and the girls and I would talk about shipping them each other and paying them or whatever, somehow or another it would come up, what do you do? What do you do? And I would bring up Scentsy. And they would ask me, you know, questions about it. And I think I said something to one girl because she was telling me that she had invested a lot of money in bubble wrap. And I said, oh, you're going to have to teach me how to ship things because I would like to know how to do that with my company. And she goes, oh, what do you do? And I said, Scentsy, have you ever used it? So just because I have been part of these groups since I came back from DC, which is only 3 weeks, I have now 14 parties, basket parties, 14. The thing is, it's a challenge because I've never shipped out basket parties to Canada. I've never shipped them anywhere. I don't know. I've never shipped that many. So theoretically, 10 to 20% of those parties are going to be good. But the risk is so worth it of them joining or flipping the party or earning the kit or, you know, really joining and taking off with this thing. Because there were so many people that either didn't know what Scentsy was, had a consultant, doesn't have one anymore, wanted to smell the new fall scents, and their consultant hadn't called them back, or there was one more that their consultant had moved. So be like ready for this because I'm going to find out like what's the cheapest way and the best way to ship these out. But I used to just send the testers from Scentsy, but now that we're going to be getting rid of those transition testers, I don't want to spend a lot of money on the new testers. So I'm going to find the cheapest and easiest way to do this. So I'm really excited about it because I've really been praying for, you know, to be able to grow globally as well as, you know, internationally and nationally. So I think that just me doing something like completely out of my comfort zone, which is joining groups and really making friends that way, is really pushing me outside my comfort zone. I'm usually really good one-on-one in front of you where I can meet you and I can talk to you. This is stretching me because I have to learn how to, you know, really build relationships that are not within 3 hours for me to drive to them. So I'm definitely going to be training you guys alongside of what's going on with me. But think about the things that you focus on. Think about, you know, the important things and the things that you enjoy, you know. Another way that and the 14 didn't just come from Ray Dunn. Some of them came from puppies because you guys have seen the puppies that I have at home or at my mom's. And people have been messaging me like crazy about puppies. And then they're like, I bet that the smell is just overtaking you. And I'm like, oh no, I'm a Scentsy consultant. That's not a problem. And they're like, oh really? I love Scentsy. Or I've never heard of Scentsy. Or what is Scentsy? And so some of those parties came from those too, where like in Vermont and one in California. So just let you know, but be ready because I've had so many people that are contacting me for bulbs or contacting me for just some refills or some bars. And when I say, are you ready for fall scents and do you want to smell them? They are ready. They are ready the minute that I say that and they want them like right away. So before you say it, make sure that you can put your money where your mouth is, that you have those testers ordered or you have them that they can get to them within that week. Because now that you've planted the seed, if you don't follow up within a couple of days, they will find a Scentsy consultant. I had it happen to me. I didn't have my testers yet. I told the girl I'd have them to her. They didn't come like I thought they would come. When I messaged her and told her I finally had them, she had asked someone at work if they knew anyone with Scentsy. Just because I had planted that seed and really got her excited about it. So I just want to let you guys know, people are ready to smell these new scents. They are amazing and they are so ready. So getting off here, I want you guys to really concentrate on the conversations. That's something that we're really striving to get everybody to understand with the Director Drive is that it's all about reaching out. We're doing a 5x5 in the Director Drive where we're doing one follow-up a day, one join conversation, one host conversation. We're having 10 minutes of self-development, and we're doing follow-up. How many of you guys are using the Maven app? Because it is amazing. If you haven't used it, you need to definitely get it. It's worth every single bit of money because it will keep you up with your customers. And if you actually use it and it sends out those messages, you will get reorders. You will get people who want to host parties with you. It's amazing. It's better than any kind of follow-up system in the binder I've ever had. And I can do it within like 10 minutes just from my phone. So if you haven't done it, you need to go into Sell by Maven. And since he actually has a tutorial that was on there. I know the other day I messaged a girl, hadn't heard from her in like forever, but she ordered from my website and it came up saying, Karen ordered, check in with her. And so I sent her a message, just a generic message that Maven sent. And you can actually customize them too, because it has different templates that you can put in there. And she wrote back, thank you so much for checking on me. I really appreciate it. By the way, what are those little portable things? And so I told her, she goes, oh, I want to order 5 of them. I want to get them for all my teachers and the aides that we have in the school. And she's in California. So she placed a $250 order with me. And I was like, oh, you get free stuff and half off stuff because you've just now had a party. But all I did was hit that one button that Maven had ready for me. So it was so ready. It just paid for itself in 1 month right there. I think it's what, $7.99 a month, I believe it is. Or you can go ahead and buy it annually for, I can't remember, I want to say 70 something or something. I can't remember. I know I do it monthly. So it comes out of my iCloud every month or iPhone Apple account. So anyway, I just wanted to explain, you know, that the fall is going to be amazing for you. We will be here. There's going to be a really exciting new incentive that we're going to have for September. So be ready for that. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of interaction. And all of the stuff from July and August and all you guys who are rocking your businesses, you will be getting mail very, very soon, just to let you know. I have been playing catch up like crazy. And are there any questions? Because I know the incentive trip was like one of the biggest things people wanted me to understand. I mean, explain to them. And you got to know, if you do things consistently, if you put in your orders, if you do your follow-up, if you're having parties, if you're having the conversations, you're going to end up getting these trips. These things are going to end up happening. You're going to have more money. Your income's going to go up. You're going to promote, and you're going to be on the trips. So you don't really have to just focus on the trips. Just focus on working your business every single day, because only 20% of consultants work their business. And it's crazy. Out of like our whole big group of, 3,000 and some, there's only 20% that are actively working their business. There's like 20 some consultants, I believe, in my church. And I can tell you at least, 4 or 5 that I know that work their business like consistently. So people ask me all the time, when are you placing an order? Because my consultant won't place hers until the 3rd month of, because she says she has to have in her 200 1 month out of 3. You will lose customers that way, especially if you don't follow up with them, give them samples, and really show them love and appreciation and value, because they don't want to just be a statistic so that you can stay active. They want to be taken care of. They want to be shown appreciation. So another thing is you guys can do appreciation events, do blessing bags. Blessing bags are amazing. If you want to get your name out there, the fastest way you can do it is to message your hostesses and your past customers and just tell them, I'm looking for 5 people. Ask them, do you have 5 friends that I could give some blessing bags to? It's going to have fun samples in it. I just need their feedback. It's going to help me be a better consultant. If any of them order or if any of them book a party with me, you'll also get something free too. And what you're doing is you're letting that person know they have a circle, that they could have a party and get free stuff and half off stuff, or they might as well join because these people are going to be ordering from you already. So they might as well be ordering from them so they can get paid on it. And the stipulation that I have is that they have to give me the 5 people's name that they give the blessing bags to, and then I do the follow-up. But half of the time, somebody out of that 5 will order from me, or they will love the sample I gave, or they will want to have a party. And then I go back to that person and say, thank you so much. They booked the party with me. Thank you so much. They ordered from me. And it starts to light off that seed in their head of, gosh, I probably should do this because she's not going to get paid off my friends. I had so many people that wanted to join last year just from doing these blessing bags. So if you're stuck and you don't know how to start again, look at gratitude and look at appreciation, and have an appreciation event, put together little pampering bags, do whatever it is you do. Show value first. Don't ask for orders. Don't ask for, anything from them. You are showing appreciation and value, and what's going to happen is going to come back to you. They're going to order from you. They're going to book from you, or they may join. Okay? All right. So are there any questions before we get off? And then when I put this thing on the recording, I'll trim it where all that other stuff is on it. Let's see. Any questions? Just in the past week. Okay. So are there any questions, or are you guys good? The kids can go back to school next Monday. So once they're in school, I'll be able to put some really fun videos and be a little bit more interactive with you guys. As you guys know, summer is just a time to really enjoy your family and really enjoy your time and the people around you. Because fall, it is like a roller coaster. It will hit you, and it is so fun. And then when January comes, you're like, I can breathe. But then since he has another incentive trip every 6 months now, right? So it's always keeping us on our toes, keeping us consistent, and making us do where we don't want to give up. But it is a lot of fun. If you work it every day and you really see the lives that you change. I was telling someone last night on our call that we had with the director drive that if you look at every single day that you were around people and you see them, if you look at it like this could be the last opportunity that I would be able to see that person. If it's a great waitress at a restaurant, you may never see her again. So if you take that opportunity and thank her for her service, tell her you want someone like her on your team, leave her an opportunity kit or an opportunity packet. You may never get that opportunity again. And it's so sad because I've done it so many times where I do not approach the person or I do not show them thanks. And then I'll run a report or I'll see on Facebook where they joined Cincy, and I know I missed that opportunity because I didn't speak to them. So if you leave the house and think, whose life can I change today? Who can I serve today? What opportunity am I going to get that I may never get again to where I can offer this? You're going to do well in this business because it's going to get you guys to start building relationships and start adding people on Facebook and start adding new friendships and hostesses and customers to your team and to your business. Okay? All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. I know we ran over. Thank you so much for your patience and dealing with the technology tonight. Thank you, Christy, so much for taking pictures of those. And, I'll load everything again if you guys cannot get it on the page. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.